Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. So this video is not to tell Muslims to celebrate New Year's or whatever. Celebrating New Year's is haram. And you might think you're missing out or something, but you're not. And these are some things that you can do for New Year's, not as a celebration, just New Year's. Because the year is coming, there's a new year. 365 days has passed from the last year, and some nice things you can do is, while everyone is enjoying themselves, partying, whatever, all of this, you can choose to remember Allah. You can pray 2 rakaat at like 12 o'clock, for example, because that's when usually everyone's just partying and waiting for the countdown or whatever. Imagine if you are one of the people who choose to remember Allah at this time where almost no one is remembering Him. This is a very nice thing. There's a ayah in surat anam, ayah number 91. At the end of it, it's a very long ayah, but at the small part of it at the end, it says, say Allah and then leave them to play with whatever they indulge in. And this is very nice and very powerful. So it is something to do, maybe. Other thing you can do is set goals. You can put, for example, like praying the sunnahs, for example, start doing qiyam al-layl, start maybe memorizing, putting a limit for yourself, maybe 1-2 chapters, and you can make sub goals. It doesn't have to be all year round goals. You can maybe start preparing for Ramadan, for example. Allahumma balighna Ramadan. Ramadan is like 1-2 months away, almost 2 months away, yeah. So you can start preparing for Ramadan, set some little goals for you, maybe try to get closer to Allah, try to do adhkar, put like certain goals for yourself and try to stick to them and make them. And since it's a new year, this is something to think about. When was the last time you talked to Allah, for example? We usually, when some good news happen or like bad news or bad things happen to us, we try to look, oh, who can I tell? Mom, dad, friend, close friends. But we forget sometimes that Allah is always listening to us, is always watching to us. He knows everything in our heart. So He is the first one that we should be going to, asking, talking to. Allah is our friend, basically. He is always with us, always seeing us, always hearing us, and He knows inside our hearts the bad things we're feeling, the good things we're feeling. So this is something to be also aware of and cautious about, and it really changes the way you live once you start implementing it. And since it's a new year, you can also reflect, like it's been 1 year and it's been a long journey. You have gone through many trouble. The year was hard, the year was nice, it was full of blessings, it was full of bad things. You can sit down with yourself, sit down with yourself and reflect upon these things. How much Allah has blessed you this year. Because Allah blesses us a lot, blesses us a lot with things we know and things we don't know. And Allah also tells us in the Quran that even if we try to count the blessings of Allah, we will never be able to count them. So it's a good idea to sit and reflect this year on what happened, the blessings Allah gave you, like the simple things we take for granted, like food and water, and the more complex things like our eyes, our family, our health, for example. Reflect on the bad things that happened. Why did they happen? A certain thing that happened that caused me to get better in a certain way. And you can look at yourself, how much you've developed over this year, what things you can work on, what things you can, some things you can fix or make better. And yeah, this was all, I think. Yeah. May Allah make this year a good year for all of us and make us healthy and continue to bless us. And yeah, that's it. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.